Candidate experience has been one of the high priorities of the majority of talent acquisition executives that I've been speaking with. And I've got a great highlight today in our Next Practice monthly series on talent acquisition from American Express. My name is Mark Walker, and I'm the head of member services from i4cp, and it's my pleasure to give you several of the highlights from my discussion with Andrea Shiah. She's the head of global talent acquisition at American Express. She spent over 20 years in operations and customer-facing roles before she came into TA, and she's really has a great story specifically focused on how do you evolve talent acquisition based on anchoring on talent segments and leveraging AI for matching to really drive a unique experience for the candidate and an effectiveness outcome related to fit, capability, role, and really impacting the recruiter hiring manager decisions. Amex took a unique approach, especially around the anchoring side of this coin, and said, number one, if we get really detailed around those talent segments and not only think about it from our internal understanding, but brand it in a way that we can draw people in, we get some unique outcomes. I'm going to share with you just a quick highlight reel of how they turn this into marketing. Well, this is only part of what they shared from a video standpoint. What I love about this is that they blend in the talent segments in that circle as well as a message about diversity. And I love the word quirks. I think it's a fantastic way to describe me as well as probably most of us in terms of what we add in flavor to our organizations. And it's really played out in terms of the recognition of their approach. We asked the audience that participated in this call, are they leveraging AI for candidate matching? And surprisingly, organizations aren't. In fact, the majority of organizations said no at 76%. And really, it was a small percentage that were even using it today. So I think there's a lot of opportunity to affect our candidate experience. What Andrea then spent the bulk of the time is diving into these moments that matter across the candidate experience and thinking about how can they get into strong details of from awareness, on the branding side to the onboarding and closing the requisition. What are some of the major things that they can do to affect that? And again, I'm going to key up this matching piece of this because when you think about having 20,000 hires globally and 1.5 million applicants, there's a lot of potential heavy lifting that your recruiting staff or an RPO might do. It may surprise you that American Express moved away from their RPO, brought all of their recruiting in-house. And I'll tell you, the story that Andrea shared, the secret sauce is really this AI technology that's been able to help parse and efficiently look at capabilities, match them to those anchored talent segments, and create a workflow that says, how do we identify quality? The hiring manager can put some judgment on candidates that have been tagged as strong fits based on a specific rating and really get a sense of how are we moving these things forward. And again, just that advancement of leveraging Eightfold as their technology and not only using the matching, but the workflow capability to drive a variety of other impact across their moments that matter in the candidate experience. They survey candidates at the beginning and at the end, and they're capturing, I think, some unique data that ultimately is threefold. One, they want to see and understand the quality of the candidate. Number two, they want to get a sense of the experience of the candidate. And then the last thing that really is going to tell their success is how efficient do they do it. And that is really creating a great differentiator for American Express in the marketplace. And there's more to come because this is always a work in progress. With that, I hope you listen to the full interview. You listen to the 60-second video that American Express shared, and that you join us on our next practice monthly call or reach out to me directly and ask a question about TA. With that, I hope to see you in one of the i4cp communities soon. My name is Mark Walker, and I'm the head of member services. Be well.